What's up, Butterfly Gang? Welcome to your shadow work reading. Let's see what is coming out for you. This is going to be a collective message, so all signs are welcome. All right, let's see what is coming out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please only take what resonates and leave what does not. If you find something here that resonates, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got the Lovers. The shadow attribute of the Lovers is coming out. So this would be like the Lovers in reverse. All right. You have your message from Spirit is you're already doing it. Stop overthinking and keep facing your true north, your north node. So you are facing your north node. You are paying attention to the part of yourself that makes you want to hide. This gives me the energy of when Eve ate the apple and then they decided to put clothes on. They decided to hide the most vulnerable parts of themselves. So for some of you guys, the aspect of your shadow that needs attention right now is the part of you that wants to hide in relationship with other people. It's those things that you don't want to show. It's you getting into relationships fully clothed, and why you don't trust yourself or trust the relationship to take off your layers to become vulnerable. This is vulnerability, okay? So right now in this time, Spirit is pushing you to be more vulnerable, to open up not just with yourself, but with someone else, to allow your layers to be peeled back, allow yourself to be exposed, okay? So you may have this feeling of being exposed. This shadow comes from this Wheel of Fortune. So this shadow is coming from your higher self wanting to change your life drastically. The Wheel of Fortune comes in and it changes everything. This is destiny. This is the wheel turning in your favor. And little do you know, everything turns in your favor when you decide to take your guards off. Now, one of the things I learned about guards over the past couple of days, we do things by either trying to overly control a situation, trying to deny a situation, or manipulate a situation. Which one are you? And I feel like you're trying to control the outcome of a situation by controlling how much you show within your relationships. So there's a part of yourself that you vowed that you wouldn't show. And that's the shadow. That shadow needs to be seen, and not just by you. This shadow needs to feel welcome in your relationships. It's a part of you you vowed that you wouldn't show when it comes to relationships. And why? Did somebody make you feel a certain type of way about this part of you where you was like, okay, this part of me doesn't deserve love? It's a part of you that you feel like it doesn't deserve love. And if it gets judgment, if it gets hate, if it gets chaos, you think that part of you deserves that instead of the highest vibration of it all. And allowing that part of you to be loved. There's somebody actually waiting to love that part of you. Let me say that again. The part of you that you vowed you wouldn't show because you feel like it does not deserve love, or it's your ugly part of you, there's a person that is actually waiting to love that part of you. It's almost like somebody is saying, like, try me. It's a part that you hide because you fear that this is going to bring, you fear that it's going to bring you the opposite of what it's going to bring. Okay. This is affecting you because you can't get any sleep. You're constantly thinking of whether a person sees this part. So you know that this part this piece of you that you vowed you wouldn't show, the shadow. You know that this part is in everything. It's a part of you that's in everything. It's tied up in everything that it is that you do. And you're constantly worried on whether is it being shown? Is this part of me being shown? Did I show that? Did I respond in a way where a person can know this about me? It's like you want this thing to be so secret. I'm also getting like once a person find this out, you may leave the relationship, or you may turn away from the relationship, or you may turn away from yourself or something. It's something within you that you may even have a hard time looking at. For some of you guys, you may have a hard time looking at that, and then the work for you would be for you to accept it. But for some of you guys, you know it's there and you just don't want no one else to see it. So you spend time covering it up. It's what you deem a flaw that you do not want anyone to know in your close relationships. For some of you guys, you know exactly what that is. It's something that you spend a lot of time trying to cover up, trying to overcompensate for. It's something that you fear people seeing or people finding out about you. That part of your shadow is coming up. That part of your shadow, you can feel exposed right now, but that part of your shadow is coming up, and it's putting you in the Four of Swords. It's putting you in this energy where you're all heavily in your thoughts. You're overthinking situations, overthinking relationships, thinking that if this person judging this because they see this. It's a core part of you that you have already recognized this is the real you. And the fact that you recognize that this is the real you, or this is a part of you, you go into relationships hiding that. You go into relationships almost like a shell of yourself, because you've already recognized that something is you and you can't help it. So you have to overcompensate in some type of way. This could be someone that you really loved could have denied this part of you. Someone who you really love could have said, I don't really like that about you. You do this and I don't like it. And this made you say, well, this part of me, people don't like it. People aren't going to give this part of me love. So I'm going to hide this part of me as hard as I can. It could be your emotions. It could be you could be overly sensitive. Maybe you've bothered people with that. Maybe some people in your life felt like they didn't want to deal with your tears. So you felt like your tears or your emotions or your feelings weren't warranted in a relationship. And here you are in a relationship being all hard and guarded when your true self is soft, vulnerable, emotional. There's something about how you show up in your relationships that your shadow is saying like, hey now, I'm ready to come out, okay? I'm ready to come out. And it's good that we do have, you're already doing it, so stop overthinking it. So you're already showing this part of you. You could have already been a little vulnerable in the space. You're already trying to open up yourself, so that's good. What can help you heal this part of you is balancing. It's harmony. I'm getting like the energy of trying to balance something within your personal relationship with yourself, making sure that there's enough acknowledgement and acceptance with just you, and then also making sure you go into those safe relationships where there is also acknowledgement and acceptance with you. I'm also thinking like the more you give yourself balance, instead of like overworking or over socializing, the more you give yourself balance, the more you actually are going to heal this part of you. Okay. We also have what way can you integrate this shadow in your life? We have the Four of Wands, and this is togetherness. This is also celebrations, celebrating it, celebrating your feelings, your emotions, celebrating that part of you. I'm also getting like there's some other people that feel the exact same way that you do. Like you can kind of have like a day where y'all just, I guess, celebrate those tender parts of yourself, or those parts that you feel extra, extra vulnerable to show another person that you hide in relationships. Also, what's going to help you integrate this is going to be the quality of your relationships. I also feel like you could be extra sensitive when it comes to relationships because you could have been overly judged or judged a lot. So the quality of your relationships, finding safe spaces, finding those people who don't judge you, finding those people who actually see you, it's going to really help you become more accepting of this part of you, or more eager to share this part of you once you feel like you're in a safe space. If you don't feel like you're in a safe space, this is going to be very, very hard for you to do. But you're already doing it. For some of you guys, you've already met a person who is waiting to love this part of you, who sees this part of you as beautiful. For some of you guys, you have a group of you have created like a safe space, a safe group where you can acknowledge the beauty in someone else's pain, and they can acknowledge the beauty in your pain. It's just like I feel like with other people, you're going to work this out in union. There's something that you can't necessarily work out within yourself. It needs to be both. You need to acknowledge it within yourself, and then also be willing and be courageous and feel exposed and vulnerable and acknowledge that and actually share that within your relationships. Because if you don't share that within your relationships, you're not going to feel like you're fully loved. You're going to constantly feel like you have to be a certain type of way, or you have to paint yourself in a certain type of picture to be loved. But you also have to have the courage to kind of show that or share that part of yourself or that aspect of yourself. All right, so let's see. This is a beautiful healing message today. Tell me more about the Lovers. All right, we do have the Four of Cups. This is your hidden treasure. This is your hidden treasure. For some of you guys, you're hiding your treasure. You're hiding something that's really, really valuable, that makes you very, very valuable, that makes you very unique. There's going to be a complete change within the quality of your relationships the moment you expose this part of yourself, or the moment that you become vulnerable and open this part of yourself up. There needs to be a new rewiring of the story that you told yourself about this thing. There was a close person, or there was someone close, or maybe this is a family or something like that, who told you not to do something, or you felt like you could have rubbed a person the wrong way with your feelings, your emotions, sensitivities too. Something also got you, it creates a lot of drama, confusion. Something could also create a lot of conflict, or could have created some type of conflict. I'm also getting like this could be something that a lot of people pick you apart, or this could be what you've been picked apart about, and you decided that if I want to be loved, I'm going to have to leave this part of myself in order to be loved. But little do you know, there's a need for you to hold on to that part of yourself in order for you to feel love completely, and let love kind of change, come through you, or work through you to change everything in your life. Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. We have this Death card. So Scorpio energy is here. This Scorpio could have, this energy could have came from a death. This energy could be coming from this shadow could be coming from a major changing point in your life. There was a major turning point in your life. Something changed in your life drastically. where something happened where everything was different afterwards. So when you connect this, everything is different afterwards. But this is something that happened with that change. There's something that happened in your life. This could be a death. You could have lost someone that you loved, and you could have felt guilt, like immense guilt from this death. This could be some type of change in state. Just could have been moving, like you could have moved somewhere and your life was not the same, or something happened in your life where this wasn't, after this change, or this was a new leaf, but something was completely different afterwards. And you felt, and you blamed this part of yourself. So you blamed this part of yourself for something not being right. This is a part of yourself you blame, okay? Yeah, you blame this part of yourself for messing up. You feel like you messed up something. Somebody feels like that they messed something up. I'm feeling like, and then this is so much pressure because I'm feeling like this is somebody's inner child who feels like it was their fault. And if I do this, then I should be able to. It's almost like in a place of grief when you are bargaining. You're in that bargaining stage of grief. Like, if I do this, or if I da da da. And it was a part of yourself. If I lose this part of me, if I cut this part off of me, I should be able to get the love or whatever it is that I desire. For some of you guys, this is a hidden tower, or this was a secret tower. But something changed, something shifted, and you decided to lose a part of you because you felt like you would get some type of recognition, or maybe something would be better. Love. If I did this differently, or if I took this part away from me, then I'd be loved. If I hid this part that makes me an outcast, then maybe I'll be in union. Tell me more about the Four of Swords. Four of Swords, you do have the King of Swords. This is affecting your inner knowing. This is also affecting your choices, your ability to stay committed to a choice. You may feel like you don't have any discipline whatsoever. Well, this could have been the disciplined part of you. This could be the part of you that allows you to stay disciplined. But it's this truth. It's this energy of you not knowing, you not trusting yourself, basically. It's this energy of you having the inner truth, but you kind of going back like, I don't know. So this is stopping you from connecting with your intuition on a deeper level. Listening to your intuition on a deeper level. This could have possibly put you at odds with your intuition. Not trusting it, not believing that it's right, believing that it's just, I don't know. I'm also getting like you could be in charge, or you could be making certain movements, or you can make certain rules, or be in charge of something, be a leader. And this is like you could be going back and forth, like contradicting yourself. Like you say yes, and the next moment you say no. It's given like not fully grounded, or overly like beating yourself, not knowing what choices to make. And it's because you left this part of yourself. You could also keep thinking about like when you felt balanced. There's a moment in your life where you felt balanced. You could be looking back at times where you felt balanced, looking back in the past where you felt a little bit more balanced. And you're like, how could I feel that type of, how could I do that? The Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, that's the Ten of Pentacles. This is balance, this is security. Receiving. Someone needs to work on their receiving muscle. Allowing yourself to receive more. For some of you guys, you may have a problem with receiving, or you may feel needy, or you may felt a certain type of way where you was like, I'd never. It's something you told yourself, I would never do this. I would never be in this type of predicament or something like that. The balance in your life will be allowing you to receive more support, more love, more help, more helping hands, more hugs. If a person wants to love on you, let them. This could be a needy part of yourself, or a part of yourself that you thought was needy and you felt like you had to be independent. For some of you guys, you could be suffering with hyper independence. Okay? And there's a need for you to allow yourself to receive instead of just give. Also, I'm getting like a person was saying like they didn't want to need because they feared that they would ever get what they need. So instead of putting themselves in the receiving position, they put themselves in the give position because they feel like they can give other people what they need, but they don't feel like that other people can actually give them what they need, or they care about giving them what they need. This comes from an old wound of someone not giving you what you wanted, or someone not giving you what you needed. And then you could be making the belief system of you don't deserve because you don't deserve it. There's something that you were rejected. There's some type of form of rejection. Like you could have asked for something and got rejected. And instead of like working through that rejection, it's like you stopped asking for something. You stopped asking for support. For some of you guys, it has a lot to do with you asking for what it is that you need. You just go into these relationships already making it up in your mind that they're not going to give me what I need. But let me see if I can give them everything that they need. I'm not even going to ask them for what I need because I don't want to be disappointed. And then you're not used to the needy part of you being loved. Tell me more about the Four of Wands. Allowing yourself to receive love. The Three of Cups. Yes, wow. How you can integrate this within your shadow. Get away from those people who are using you. Get away from those people who sit there and watch you give, and don't ever give you anything in return. Get away from those people who expect way more from you than they're willing to give. Get away from takers. Get away from people who doesn't know about the flow of giving and receiving. You can be around people who only take. They only take. And this is because you only give. You're not there to receive anything. You're not there to ask for anything. You're just there to give. The way you integrate this, and when you already start doing it, keep facing your true north. You have aligned yourself with givers who is willing to give from you. They may have to constantly remind you, like, I'm not here to take anything from you. I'm not here to do anything you don't want to do. I'm not here to take anything you don't want me to have. I'm not here to take from you. I'm here to add to you. I'm here to give you something. I want to add something to you instead of take away. So I do feel like you could have been these old relationships, this 3 of Cups. For some of you guys, this was a lot like friendship. For some of you guys, this could have definitely been like family. Whatever it was very, very close. Close-knit relationships that made you feel like, oh, this is what I have to do in order to get love. This could also have made you feel uncomfortable to ask for what it is that you need. So when you find yourself in situations and being afraid of asking yourself for what it is that you need, think about the people in which that you're around. Are these people around you are the types of people who are filling your cup? Do these people fill your cup? Where's that fear coming from? Have you aligned yourself with people who are just taking from you? Because there's some people in your life that have just taken from you. And it's time for you to reverse the cycle. And the way that you reverse the cycle is there's a need for you to get on a new frequency of not just giving, not just pouring yourself out there and just giving. Allow yourself to receive. And allowing yourself to receive is ask and you shall receive. Give yourself the strength to actually ask for what it is that you need and actually ask for what it is that you want. Instead of thinking that that part of yourself that's asking doesn't deserve. Or it's just their needs aren't going to get met. But this is beautiful. We do have you're already doing it. So you've already taken this step. So keep up the good work. This could have possibly made you understand a little bit more of a shadow aspect of yourself. But make sure you keep on doing what you're doing, because it looks like you are getting yourself out of that south node and ascending to your north node reality. All right, I'm going to leave it right here. I hope this reading resonates. If it does, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.